Thank you so much, LRock, and all the love for LRock, who is responsible for two of my favorite GDQ lore bits, Steiner Math as a donation, and of course the Haunted Castle Runner badge from this past SGDQ.
No problem. So great run, great run. Another great arcade run coming up.
Right. And so I am LRock617, and I had a donation incentive for this run. Do we get to find out who won it? Because we're at the start of game, so
yep. All right.
Well, find out.
Well, so the Punisher got $111, and Nick Fury got $180. So looks like Nick Fury is good to go.
Cool. Did you know that the difference is $69? Because I did.
Nice.
Nice. All right. So that's cool because I picked player 2. So for those unfamiliar with this game, the Marvel Fighting Collection was just released just last month digitally. I think for all platforms, physical release later this year, and it is almost entirely comprised of fighting games from the late 90s, early 2000s. However, they also included this gem, which was actually the first Marvel-Capcom collaboration, for those who don't know, utilizing a character that has not been seen in many Capcom games since, and that's the Punisher. Of course, we won't be playing as Punisher today. It's still his game. It's a quality beat-em-up. Lots of just good Capcom aesthetic. Like every Capcom beat 'em up has like this kind of, to me, it has a feel where it seems like they can all be part of the same world, even the licensed stuff, which is really cool to me. And I picked up the run after SGDQ, and I'm really happy to be able to run it all for you this week for DRDQ. And thank you to everyone who donated for the character choice. So if we're ready on timer, I'm going to go ahead and press start whenever ready. All right, cool. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so Nick Fury. There aren't too many gameplay differences between the two characters, but there's enough that I think doing character donation incentive is going to be was an interesting call to make. So cleared out the first room with a grenade. Get used to seeing grenades. They're very, very good in this game. We only have a limited supply of them. Now we have gun. Gun's really good. A little bit of hairbrainedness here. Let me set this up. Where's the knife? Oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay, I didn't get the knife. This might be a little bit slower fight than I thought. Okay, so normally I'd be doing a quick kill here with the knife, but for some reason I wasn't able to obtain it. So bear with me. I'm not used to having to do this fight the slow way. I think I have to do some throw loops. This is going to be tough. That guy has a knife, but it's pretty worthless. Like, we're just not going to be able to utilize it. So I'm here. I'm going to do at least the last half of the fight. Pin Scully against the wall. And then spin her belt in the air until he's dead.
Great fight. Great fight.
Thank you. So the end of stage 1, this is significant for one very important factor. We get to see the best character in the game, the bus driver, who just gives us the thumbs up for fighting crime on his bus. Weapons everywhere, you name it. Like, he's out for us. Good on him. So start at stage 2. We start by snorkeling our way through a swimming pool. We're going to giant swing these idiots. Throw this guy against the wall, then get the axe. Weapons, very important in this game. I'll go over those here in just a little bit. Axe, just know, is by far the most damaging and is the best in most situations where we can utilize it. Ooh, managed to dodge that there. Very good. I'm going to pop up in this plant for another grenade. Quick gun segment here. Talk quick about gun segments. Guns only pop out once certain enemies appear. So any enemy that includes a gun with the repertoire that shows up will be... I didn't mean to throw this guy. Hang on. Okay. We get to use gun. So for that first segment, we had guys coming out with machine guns and guys with pistols and everything. We got to use the gun. Under our boss, I'm going to carry this flamethrower in. There's a really cool quick kill on this boss, and I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get... Here we have the guard droid. Stolen from Dr. Doom by our big bad. We'll get to here. It was just spoiled. It's actually the Kingpin that reprogrammed this thing for his own nefarious purposes.
Which is how is that even possible? How is that even possible?
That's a good question. How Kingpin got into Latveria? Beats me. I ain't got those. Anyway, that's a stage 2 boss down. First 2 stages fly through pretty quickly. Stage 3 is where the heat starts to pick up. It's also one of the best music tracks. A quick gun segment here with this Gus. Guns for Gus. I'm going to get out of the way of that bullet. Okay, so I'm trying to make sure I can keep gun for as long as Gus is around. I did not want to get hit by that knife. That was unfortunate. All right, so gun's gone. Unfortunate, but I'm going to try and go for some knife combo here. Leave me alone. Okay, definitely not trying to take this much damage this early. Throw you away. Move on to this next segment. There's actually a quick speed strat I'm going to go for. I'm going to gun this guy down, gun him down. Okay, didn't get the fast car spawn. That's okay. Do this. So the first time we see the flip kick special. Flip kick's really good. Takes out the car in 2 hits, and there's normally 3 enemies that spawn out of that car. But if you blow up the car quickly enough, you can actually get none of them to come out. I was a little bit slow and only got 1, so not a huge deal, but not optimal, but we're fine. These knife guys here, I did not want that to happen. I wanted to use this gun. Okay, so gun's not fully loaded, but I'm going to take it up here, drop some bullets. We have this new enemy, the Pretty Boy, another gun enemy. Even though they don't have guns themselves, they're cyborgs. You need guns to fight cyborgs in this universe. Okay, on the balcony. Quick thing to note here is this guy with the axe. Meant for that to kill him. Okay, so the axe is actually really important. We need it for the boss, who's right after this segment of enemies. So we chucking this here. That was unlucky. Cross up jab. All right, I got some crowd control to do. You over here, and there's one more enemy I have to contend with, who also has some health that I'd like to utilize, which I was able to do. I don't know why I picked up the tire. It's not necessary. So I'm going to get this axe. We're under our boss fight, which is Bone Breaker. If this sequences well enough, I'm going to have a really good fight. If it doesn't, I'm not going to have a good fight. We want to have a good fight. We don't want to die here, and that is possible. The drop axe. Axe we want here because it does the most damage of any melee weapon, as I mentioned before. It's really good to utilize here. Pipe is our backup, and this weapon is actually random, so I'm not really happy about getting pipe. Pipe's pretty low damage, so it's not great. But it doesn't matter. We're able to finish him off with some grenades. Bone Breaker gets detached, and off he goes. I'm actually going to try and despawn to the left because that's where Nick Fury exits from here. That'll be stage 3 clear. We've got a bonus game coming up, so we've got time for some donations if you have any.
Oh, we do. All right, we have quite a few for you. Ellipsis since $21. That's a familiar name. Says LRock, I'm so excited for your run. It was great seeing you last week and learning these new speedruns together, and it's an honor to be back to back with you on the DRDQ schedule. I know you can absolutely kill it with either character, but I put this one towards the Punisher to balance the books. Go get it, gamer. Well, too bad. We have $25 from Bonnie Banner, who says, this might be cat noises. I'm not sure, but it says,
If it's the person I think it is, then yes, those are definitely cat noises.
Meow, 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 kitty cat noises. Less than 3. And
love it.
And Ellipsis sends $90 more and says $15 times 6 deaths is math. Since our runs got swapped, I'm going to relax with a drink and enjoy your run now, LRock. Well, there you go.
Heck yeah. Thank you, my guy.
Ellipses.
Quick bit to talk about here. There's actually some grouping that I'm going to have to utilize. This segment's really tough if the game wants to go off script, which of course it already did. This blue ninja enemy decided to do things I didn't want her to do. So I'm going to break this open. Hope I get another axe. Okay, very good. That axe that spawned there out of that engine is actually random. So I'm going to let him get up, finish him off, grab some health, grab the axe, and we're on our way. Fully loaded axe here is really good. We're going to drop the axe, kill that guy, take that out, let more enemies spawn. This goes well. I should have 2 hits left. I got 3 hits left, even better. That's some good old-fashioned business right there. More knife guys being knife guys. Okay, so I'm going to take this knife here, get on this conveyor belt, roll up with a knife combo. Knife combo, very, very good. I always go for it when I can, and Nick Fury's is really easy to set up. It's one of his biggest advantages over Punisher. Okay, so got a lot of weapons here. The one I don't want to pick up is the knife. I want that for the next segment. Also, this music rules. This is my favorite music track in the game. Come here. Take this knife, roll down here, grab you, throw you this way. He didn't go away. That's good. He has a random chance of breaking that throw. He's really scary. So Gus needs to be cornered, and I'm actually going to be probably asking for some quiet time here. This boss fight is actually a choke point. Bushwhacker is really difficult past the opening volley, so let's go for this. Knife combo, got it there. Try for some jump kicks to keep him pinned. Wasn't having it. That happens. Okay, so I'm going to try to pick up another knife. You got the knife throw, which is not as good as knife combo, but still does really good damage, so I'm not unhappy with that. Let me get up, do this. We also have grenades here, and grenades are really good. Be able to make sure we can get the setups we want. Go for another one, just because of the damage. Okay, cool, cleared it out. That actually went really well. Roll to the bottom, because that's where we exit from. We're going to save time. I also didn't talk about roll. Roll is our primary form of movement in this game. The noise you just heard from Nick Fury was an extend. We get an extra life at 1.8 million. We don't get any more past that, but once we have that, we're good to go. So here we have 3 goons that somehow batched through a stone wall using nothing but pistols, I guess. I guess they were loaded with C4. Not sure what was going on there, but anyway, we're going to have a quick gun segment here. We've got time for more donations.
Let me unmute myself. All right. And more donations we have. We have a lot of donations that didn't provide comments, but still thank you so much. Calamity Nolan sent $100. Gru Bane sent $300. Faye sent $10. And Fi and Fabe sent $100. Thank you so much to all of you for all those wonderful, wonderful, generous donations.
Absolutely. For direct relief, we got time for one more.
All right. Lexi Plays Fast sends $50 and says, let's do it. Let's do it indeed.
Heck yeah, we're doing it. One more. Just trying to gauge my time here.
All right. Well, we have a few anonymous donations as well. Anonymous sends $300. Thank you so much. Another Anonymous sends $100. Also, thank you. And Anonymous sends $75. Thank you, all you anonymous people too. You don't have to leave a name or a comment. It's fine. It's all going to a great cause either way. Just every little bit helps.
And it is. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that's really bad. Hang on. Might actually need to drop a grenade here. Yeah, I don't normally like using grenades that early, but ooh, that was really scary. I don't know what quite could have happened there, but I'm really low health. So upside is we've got a pretty boy segment. These guys do drop health. So what I'm hoping for is to be able to drop a grenade. Make sure you drop your health. It's really scary. Bear with me. That was a dead one. Okay. So you gotta play fences a little bit. So what normally happens here is I would have grenades to be able to utilize to take care of these guys quickly, but those gusses gave me some patterns I hadn't seen, and that was really ugly. So I'm gonna just take a moment. These guys are gonna drop more health. So the thing about Pretty Boys is they can't attack you if you're not directly in line with them on the Y-axis, which is why I'm moving up and down. If they try for that tether grab or like a rocket punch or something, it's fine as long as I'm getting it out of the way. All right.
Great recovery.
Thank you. That was, and I got all my health back, so thumbs up. A couple quick bits here. Donation time, if we got any.
All right. Well, we have a bunch more anonymous donations here. They just keep on coming. $100 from Anonymous. Thank you so much. $5 from Anonymous. Again, thank you so much. $10 from Anonymous. Guess what? Thank you so much. Everyone's being just so generous and nice today. Loving it.
Thank you indeed. Appreciate you all. Man, you got behind me. Okay, whatever. This Yan Lee is a menace. The guy in the karate guy in the red pants goes by the name of Yan Lee. He can be a problem. Let's take out of this one more quick donation. Then I got a quick 2 cycle I want to talk about.
All right. Let's see. Unleashed Fox sends $100. And you know what? Thank you so much.
Indeed, thank you. So this is the last segment of enemies before our stage boss. So here's what's going to happen. We've got some ninja enemies. I want to get rid of these ninja stars. I don't want those to begin with. So what I'm hoping for here is to be able to catch them with 2 cycles of grenades. The odds of that happening are low, but if it works out, it's really good. And of course, it already didn't because the blue ninja decided to not take damage. The blue ninja of the 3 is by far the most evasive. So I'm not surprised she's the one that got away. So I got to scrap with her a little bit. I'm also not going after that barrel for very specific reasons because I want to take it to the boss fight. We're going to heave this thing with us over here. For the second coming of Guard Droid, it looks like he has a tomato on his chest to me. I don't quite know if that's the case, but yeah, I didn't want that to happen. So there goes my only grenade. Those guys grabbing you in a full Nelson is not a good time. So this was the hardest boss fight for me to learn. I don't think it's the hardest boss fight in terms of like RNG or anything, although it is very random. But making sure you know what to do when Guard Droid takes action is critical. Because he does have a quite expansive moveset, and everything he has armor. So until he gets down to certain life totals, you basically can't cause him hit stun. So just gotta hope for the best. I did not want that to happen. We're gonna just super joy him until I can get the gun back. We're waiting for a pretty boy to spawn so I can go obtain the gun. I'm gonna go ahead and get the health now. Yeah, that was pretty weak. Sometimes he just does this and acts like a petulant child. There's really not much you can do. Just wants to jump around like an idiot. Guess that's how Doom programs them. He's going to do a bunch of this. The idea is you want to try to line up either directly above or below him to where he can't attack you unless he jumps, but we can shoot him. Dude, that was rude. I deserve that, though, I guess. Can't believe I slipped through that, but here we are.
He hit you with that Streets of Rage max kick. That back kick.
the reverse, yeah.
Yeah.
Action movie pose. Jump kick out of the thing. Here we want to despawn on the right because that's where we exit. So that's stage 5 clear. That Guard Droid fight had a couple of issues. The bit in the middle was the real problem, but hey, we recovered. And we're going to the last stage full life count, so that's excellent. Also, action movie moment. We're just going to bust through this window. Because that's what Nick Fury does. It's a superpower, in case you don't know.
The one superpower he has.
Maybe it's the Hop that has that power. Maybe that's where he got it from. So you guys that try to stagger my shots because I don't want to knock them down. Because if I knock them down, I lose time. Didn't get much cooperation there, but that's okay. Okay, so here we're going to do some rolling kicks through these walls. Over this way.
There we go, using our superpower again.
Yeah, it's all in his boot. So here I wait until I get a second guy to drop a grenade to move left. We get quite a few grenades in this stage as long as we don't take a death. When you die, your grenade count resets, which actually is important for the boss fight. I'm actually going to bust this open. This gives me another grenade. Let this guy spawn, steal his knife. Put that rock down. You don't know where that's been.
I love how fast this game is compared to the Genesis port. Just because,
the Genesis actually did get a port of this game, which is quite good, but this one's a bit more near and dear to mine and Cypherin's hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, that was not a good hit to take. All right, it's grenade time, because I don't have a choice at this point. I don't try to save grenades here, but things were going well otherwise until they weren't. So, maybe to use one more? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so I just want to make sure I can get the screen to scroll. Steal this, grab you, quick gun segment. Go over to the corner, drop another one. All right, so quick pretty boy. I got time for one quick donation before mid-boss. If we could, Miss LRock.
Oh, we sure can. I actually wanted to bring people's attention to the upcoming incentive for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Find the Animal Chin ramp. We are at $665 out of $1,000. That is 66% of the way. I would like that to be 100% of the way. Personally, I think that's the better number. Please get those donations in so we can get that met.
Thank you so much. So the fight I was referring to. So, for those unaware, this game actually has its own Capcom lore because we actually just used Arthur's Lance from the Ghosts and Goblins franchise to pin him into the wall. It actually went really well. That can go very poorly at times, and there it worked out. Really good weapon to use in exactly that instance. We see it a couple more times, but overall it's like kind of a meh weapon because you can't really melee with it. You can only throw it, which is very on brand for, a lance, but you don't get to use it that much. But there it was good. You keep sunlocked to the wall. Onto the elevator, another great music track. I didn't want to throw that yet. It's my bad. Okay, so lost a little bit of time, but thankfully it's an auto-scroller. As long as I'm able to stop the elevator boss before it gets to the top, we should be fine. So we got a gun segment prior to Jigsaw. Let's go ahead and get another donation in.
Oh, you're so good about calling for donations. Oh no. There's also, in addition to that incentive for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, there is a bid war for Choose the Grip Tape. We have a black grip tape versus Gummy Bears grip tape. I have no idea what that means. I don't remember that at all from Tony Hawk. I remember some things from Tony Hawk. I don't remember that. If it means gluing a bunch of gummy bears to Tony Hawk's face and eyes and nose and teeth and stuff, I'm for that. I think that'd be good. I think Tony Hawk himself would approve of that. I feel.
I'm sure he would. All right, so this is our last room before the boss. Very much a hit squad room. First one's pretty simple. The Wildcat there, which I think is supposed to be a translation for Wildcat, is the biggest problem because he has that flamethrower. I'm going to take this barrel with me. I know it's not fast, but it's definitely safe. We want this health. We have a gun segment with some pretty boys. I'm actually going to go ahead and maintain gameplay through here. This segment is very, very difficult if things go wrong, and I want things to not go wrong. Get him over there. My goal here is I want to make sure I can do enough damage to the pretty boys to at least get rid of their heads. Managed to do that on one of them. But of course, this cat is becoming a nuisance. Didn't get the adjust frame as soon to drop, unfortunate. Okay, so, wow, still not dead, huh? Good for you. Okay, so the reason we want to bring these guys with us is we have some enemies here that are really hard to fight without a gun. Being 3 knife guys who are a huge problem. Yeah, that's bad, so we'll do that. Rather not have that happen, thank you. Quick gun segment. Okay. One more quick health up, and this is our last segment of enemies. This one's really tough because bad RNG is aplenty here. And we only got that many enemies. That's bad. Can break that throw. Very good. Okay. That's bad. I don't think I'm gonna use another grenade here. I'm just gonna have to brawl my way out of it. This segment's just really hard. You have a bunch of enemies that teleport, then you have a Gus who is very unpredictable in his behavior. So we just kind of just gotta do what we can. Can't believe he's still alive. Sorry, it's a red. I forgot. Gus wears green because his name starts with G. That's how it works. Where's red because his name is Red. Do that. Okay. The final boss with all lives, which is great. Got the health back. So Kingpin is very large, as you can tell.
He's like my back. Oh.
Start off with a dash jump kick, which was successful. It's very good. So from here, I'm going to pin him against the wall with as many grenades as the game will let me. And then from here, I'm just going to whip my belt out and just keep hitting him. This is pretty lame because even though we are technically losing health, we're not actually taking damage. But we're doing this to get our health low enough to where we can respawn grenades. And taking that death is perfectly fine. I did not want him being that far back, though. Do be ready on time, though. He's down to about 1 sliver of a life bar. So we got this in time.
Ooh, yeah.
1 death. That's about as good as that run can go. You can definitely deathless this game, but it's a lot slower. The chain grab strat is really fun and really cool to watch, but wanted to go fast. Whew. Oh, no problem. No problem. Thank you all so much. Cypherin, who I forgot to shout out as my couch, eternally my couch. Thank you so much for being a part of this late. You're great to have on as always, and hope to see you all for the rest of the marathon. Bring in those donos. They need it for direct relief, and thank you so much for getting this game in and for the donations towards Nick Fury and for Punisher, of course. Have a great night, everybody.